Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another live trading session. Today, we will continue trading gold and US30. We're about midweek right now. Let's go and take a look at what the weekly candle looks like. So, gold is extremely bullish. Gold just continues to create new highs almost every single day, right? Like, if you go to the daily candle, what we see right here is that price has actually gone through and already taken out yesterday's high. We actually didn't even wick below yesterday's candle closure. We just opened and shot up. So looking at the 4 hour, what we see is, we see price respected this POI right here. It looks like it's continuing higher. Let's go to the 15 minutes. Asian session opened up and we just continued up during this. During London session, we did actually see price reverse down over here. However, on the line chart, we can see that that actually does not exist. I mean, to be honest, all of this is liquidity that can be taken out. However, what we're looking for now is to see if we can get any confirmation that we're going to continue to the upside. Yes, price can go and take out any of these. But I guess it just hasn't, right? It hasn't been doing that. It hasn't been actually going through and taking it out. So this right here, we're seeing our bullish movement up from here. We saw price on the 5 minute did actually come and take out this area. So I guess, to be honest, I can see equals right here. I would like for this area to be taken out a little bit more. Some type of liquidity be swept. I mean, I can say that, liquidity was swept right here. There's all these equals. We came in, took that out. Let's just see how the market opens. The 15 minute 8:30 candle did just open. So this is the market open. Let's see what we get. I mean, it's clean, All right, going to US30. Wow. Okay. No, I was not expecting that, to be honest. But I like that. Let's see what US30 is looking like. So US30, we have about 20 minutes left in this candle. I guess this is an important 15 minute candle to see if we do actually close bearish or if the price actually ends up looking bullish the way that price is behaving right now. So this all is liquidity that is just waiting to be taken. So even if we are bullish, I do expect all of this to be taken out. We did just end up seeing liquidity get swept right there. Going to the 5 minute, we don't have any confirmation that we are going to the downside. Let's see. Yeah, and we did get like a nice retracement off there, but we could just push off. I mean, could be using this as our POI. So too early to sell off, to be honest. Gold is selling off nicely right now. We do want to see some type of liquidity get swept before we buy up gold. So this is operating as we would like to see. So US gold did just actually retrace down, ended up taking slight liquidity. Let's see, did it or not? Yeah, it did. Nice, awesome. Um, so let's see how this behaves. US30 is pushing up. So take a look at stocks. Stocks are all up today. Let's take a look at EVTO on the daily. Great, it's just pushed back, pushed off. Looking at the weekly. There's still about 2 days left in this daily. That's interesting. We're starting the weekly. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, everything is just shooting up. Let's see what happens to SoFi. Yeah, SoFi is pushing up as well. Up about 2.5. Going back to gold. Yeah, I mean, we like this. Let's see how this next 5-minute closes. Let's see what it's looking like on the 2-minute. I mean, now I just want that to be taken out. All right, let's see. I feel like we could, if this is being respected, right? This is a good entry point. Have we gotten confirmation? No, not really, because this 5-minute bearish reversal just could be respected, and we could just continue to fall off. So I wouldn't say we have seen price get respected just yet. In fact, it looks like we could continue to sell off. However, the higher time frame is showing me buys, so there's a reason why I don't want to enter into. So the 2-minute. Let's see how this closes. Yeah, I mean, if this looks like it's not respecting. And did we get a close below here, or is this just equals? And these are just straight equals, which I'm not a huge fan of. Okay, yeah, perfect. See, this is a reversal, in my opinion. Ooh, interesting. See how this next couple minutes, next couple seconds close. Then back to the 5-minute. We'll just stay at the 5-minute level for this. Going to a 4-hour. Let's see how we have behaved so far. So far, the 4-hour has really just been consolidating. Looking at the 1-hour, Price kind of retraced over here. Definitely looking bullish. Looking like we have this POI. All right, let's do this. Let's go to the 2 minute. Set our entry right there. And I guess looking at the 15 minute. Yeah, curious to see how this 5 minute closes. Yeah, very broke structure right there. I mean, yeah, this is what we need to see now. We need to see a nice retracement to the downside. We need to see us get entered, and then we need to shoot up from there. This is the 15 minute. Yeah, that's fine. Still looking pretty bullish. 2 minute has already given us our confirmation. Let's see how price behaves. And let's see if it can wick us in. So we just got logged out of our account. Let's enter back in. Okay, we have gotten wicked into this trade. And let's see how price behaves. See if it is able to push us up into our exit. US30 is just on a tear, right? It's just on a tear for sure. This wake is showing me that we are going to see another push down to the downside. So we're currently about 690 risk to make $2,000. So that's a pretty good risk to reward right there. I could be down for is to risk another $390 if price was to come over here. US30 looks like we're continuing bullish. We did just break past this area right here, and let's see how price behaves, because this is where price had that massive fall off, right? So is it going to respect this order block and just fall off from here? If that is the case, we need to see some more confirmation show up over here. So we don't see anything indicating that to us just yet. We would need to see some type of bearish break of structure for us to believe that. So no, nothing on that front just yet. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? This next 15-minute candle does need to create a wick to the downside. And I'm okay with this. Next 5-minute candle, I'm hoping just pushes to the upside. 2-minute, we have kind of broken structure right there, but we need to see further confirmation, right? We need to see price continuing to push all the way up. So let's see what happens. I mean, this needs to push up for sure. We have about a few minutes left. Let's hope we get a push up. I wonder, would that have caught me in? Right? Because then I want to get in with like a $300 stop. I guess we should have stayed here. Still have a few minutes left. We have about a minute left in this candle. So this is where we need to see a nice push up. Retracement is bad. 5 minutes is coming up to a close as well. So we really need to see a price push up right here. So about 10 seconds, 15 seconds left in this candle. Let's continue to see how price behaves. Yeah, that would have been a nice trade to get in right there, right? Would have already made $1,000. All right, so let's go ahead and I guess exit out of this. So, you know what, let's just keep it. So why not? 2-minute looks really nice for us. Looks like we ended positive. I mean, I don't think it makes sense to get into another trade because that just feels greedy. So let's just see this price play out. All right, let's go over to US30 real quick. US30 has kind of reversed that right there. Let's see if it's respected or if it takes it out, right? Because if it takes it out, that's amazing. We just took liquidity right there. We haven't seen structure break to the downside yet, so we could just continue to push up from here. So no way that we would be entering into another trade right here. You could enter off of a buy into a buy right there. I mean, if we're bullish, it's going to respect this. I mean, I'm just riding the trend, right? Yeah, I mean, that's confirming that price is going to push up. See if we were to put this right here, this down there. No, it's just a 1-to-1. Yeah, give me something a little bit better than that. Yeah, let's see what happens with this trade. Clear buy signal right there, or what, guys? Chat, let me know if you think I should just gotten in right here. I mean, we weren't even looking at that point, so no rush, no worries. Cool. Gold is moving in the direction that we want it to. It's a beautiful looking 15-minute candle right now. Let's hope that it actually continues bullish, more and more bullish. So this 5-minute still has about 2 minutes left to close. So we'll see how that finishes off. Yeah, I mean, still bullish, but I'm gonna go ahead and actually. I mean, it's still bullish. Nothing has indicated to us that we're going to the sell side, right? So I guess let's just hold it. Let's just keep this trade open as well. Good morning. Hey, welcome Arrez to today's live channel. Today we are starting off getting into a gold buy. So this right here is overall we're looking bullish. The last hour, this is the first hour of the next 4-hour candlestick, which we are expecting to push up and probably take out last 4-hour candle, 4-hour high. Still waiting for a little more confirmation that we need to see to the upside. However, what I liked over here was that we were bullish. Price during London session fell pretty hard. However, if we look on the 15 in the line chart, we can see that it actually did not take out any of this liquidity that was sitting during right before we started the New York session. We did see a nice break below back into this wick, which does show up on the line chart. And then from here, what I was looking at, we can see we've had this nice bullish structure. And I was waiting for some liquidity to be swept. So I was waiting actually, and I saw that this liquidity was swept. Once I got that confirmation, I went ahead and set the entry after we broke right above it. So looking at the 2-minute, however, yes, we are pushing up, but we need to be pushing to the upside a lot faster, hopefully. So let's see how price behaves. Yeah, I mean, that's not a good sign for the 15-minute candle because that still looks pretty bearish. We definitely want this last 5 minutes to close extremely bullish. It's okay if it's coming in, sitting in this wick. I mean, what I don't like is that it's probably going to come back down there. Looking at this line chart, we can see that we haven't had a single closure down here. And so price is probably going to push back down in this area before it pushes up. But let's just wait and see how price plays out. US30. Yeah, I mean, US30, this is a clean buy that I missed. Um, yeah, clean buy that I missed. I mean, price fell off during the first 5 minutes of the next 15-minute candle, going down to the 2 minute, going down to the 1 minute. What do we see? We just see a nice, this is our range. This is our liquidity. Liquidity was swept and price just kind of shot up. So was hoping to catch the trade right here at the close of this 1 minute candle. That was bad entry. Probably should have just been set like right here. I didn't want to catch a 1-to-1, so I just let it be. I was like, if it hits, it hits. So gonna go ahead and close out of this limit though, because I don't want price to just shoot back down there and take us out. Go ahead and set an alert just in case price does come down there. But the market is moving really beautiful right now. Yep. So we were not able to enter off of the US30 trade that we had set, which was down right here. Price moved back too quickly, and that's okay. We're in this gold buy right now. However, we can see that gold is also starting to falter a little bit where it's coming down. And one thing that I don't like is that we have not had a nice retracement to the downside. I definitely wouldn't have liked price to close a little bit lower before we shot up. Looking at the 5 minute, we can see what we have actually created here is just equals. And these, I guess it's just the last two 5 minute candles. But I would have liked for price to shoot down just a little bit before it makes its move up. So we entered right over here. And that was a great wick. The next 5 minute candle did, next 15-minute candle did open up, and that created a nice bearish move to the downside before it shot right back up. So let's see how we're continuing to see how price behaves from this area. And we'll stay at the 15-minute candle now because at this point we have already, we're getting ready to close off this trade. So I don't like the way this is closing at all, because to me this is indicating that, we had the sell-off. We can continue to see the sell-off. So going to be monitoring this a little bit more. On this trade, we are risking $690 for a gain of $2,000. And actually move my exit right here just to structure. So that's about $1,700, which is fine. So let's just see how price continues to behave. We have about a minute left in this candle, going down to the 5 minute, looking pretty bearish, I would say. Yeah, I'm looking pretty bearish for sure. We could just see price shoot down, take out some liquidity before it makes that move up. What's stopping me from that? We have about 30 seconds left. Let's see how that closes. US30. Yeah, US30 just shot up way too quick. It's fine. All right, let's go and take a look at how we closed. Closed pretty bearish. It's fine. We finally got that move down. Now this next 15-minute candle is what we need to see have an extreme bullish momentum that pushes us to the upside. If it fails to break this high, then we can assume that price is going to continue bearish. So not looking good so far. Let's look down to the 2 minute. We have about a minute 30 left. Okay, perfect. You guys see that? That's what we need to see happen. We need to see price continue to push up, similar to how that is moving. US30. We did set an entry right here. And let's set an exit right there. So this would be a 1-to-1. I mean, just look at all this liquidity just sitting right down here, right? might just exit out of this trade. Great. This is how price behaves. We'll see how this 15-minute closes, but yeah, we could see price retrace from down right there. US30. Let's see how price behaves, right? Price could just retrace like crazy from here. Be like, psych, we're going down. All this liquidity right here, ready to be swept. Let's see, we still have about a minute left in this candle. 15-minute also did just open up, so we could see a total reversal from here. However, what's important now is the 5-minute, because that is the candle that is closing next. That is what we are looking out for. All right, and let's go ahead. I want to just make sure that my exit is at $2,000. I'm not necessarily looking to hold this any longer than that. So in that case, we want our exit to be 4226.2. So let's go ahead and set that 4226.2. We'll go ahead and confirm our exit right there. So about 20 seconds left. Let's go ahead and push. We have about 4 seconds left in this candle. I would have liked it to be closing a lot more bullish, but that's fine. Probably just a retracement, making us think that, we haven't broken the structure just yet. So that's okay. Makes sense what it's doing. We can probably see a retracement from here as well, to be honest. US30 is just on a tear, so I'm just going to go ahead and close out of this. We do have a limit that we did set. I'll go ahead and set it right here as well. I do think that this 15-minute candle is going to close above here, but we still have 9 minutes before that happens. And anything can happen before then, so no need to get excited over that. US30 pushed up, already broke this high, going to the 15-minute. Yeah, I mean, it already broke, yeah, on Friday's high before that market drop, which is crazy. I mean, look at all this liquidity that it swept. To be honest, I was a little sad because I felt like there was more liquidity that it could have swept, but I don't think so. Looking back at this, yeah, we have equals like right there, essentially. Price could have retraced, but just looking at the way this daily and probably the way this weekly is looking like as well, we're obviously going to go and take out this all-time high. Going to the 5-minute, yeah, I think that there was an opportunity to buy right here. We did enter, however, price just moved way too quickly off of this area. So it's okay that we did not catch US30 gold. Let's see what is happening. Gold is about 2 minutes. Let's see. I think that price can just kind of falter in this area for a little bit because this has been seen as liquidity. And it looks like, depending on how the 7-minute closes, we could be closing above it. Same thing on this 5-minute. We could be closing above it, which could indicate that price is going to sell off from here. And if price sells off from here, like I do think that would be a retracement, not a reversal. And so I'm still feeling okay about this this trade that I have. Having a hard time closing above it. You can see that it is respecting this POI right here. US30 is just going up and away. Do you think we already missed the entry on US30? It was down here at 850, which we did try to catch. However, I think it was just a little too aggressive. Yeah, I mean, this would have been a nice spot just right below there. You got the 1-minute enter right there. Stops down here. That's fine. Let's not look at US30. Let's continue to look at gold and see how gold is behaving. Right, gold is probably going to retrace back down now. Looking at the 5-minute, about 40 seconds left. This is an important 15-minute candle because right now you can see that we are going back down below this previous high that was made. And I think depending on how this 15-minute candle closes, we can see price either retrace or we can see price just push up. And we have about 20 seconds left in this candle. So let's see how price is behaving over here. I do think we can hold this trade a little bit longer, but I'm going to go ahead and take my 2K and leave. Yeah, I mean, now let's see what's happening, right? Price is choosing to retrace off of this POI, which makes sense. I do think I'm gonna get taken out before we see a reversal. Just looking at the way the 2 minute and everything is closing or looking, we are closing pretty bullish as well. So I can expect price to take us up here. Oh, just like that, we were about to touch it. We fell off. If we do fall off from here, I'm probably going to set my limit up a little bit more because to me, that's just a return before the push, that another push up. So max I would be willing to make is 25. Perfect. We are out of this trade. Our account's sitting at 105, 975. So we'll go ahead and close out. US30 is coming back. So let's see what US30 is able to give us. Are we interested in a buy, right? So let's go to the 15-minute. Right now we're seeing a nice wick from over here. I think I'm just going to walk away, if I'm being honest. Gold. Yeah, gold pushing a little bit higher. Gold's probably taking out that high right there. And I wish that was 106,000, but because that's not gonna chase anything, we're just gonna continue trading the way that we are. And let's go ahead and end today's live stream. The reason why we are ending the live stream already is because we have made our maximum that we are chasing per day, which is 2K. And so with that in mind, thank you all for joining today. Another day where we were able to catch some trades. In order for us to hit our consistency rule, I think that once we hit 108,000 in our account, we are ready for we are ready to, what do you call it? We are ready for another payout. So right now, still waiting. We'll see how price behaves and what does price give us the rest of the week. And this looks super tempting to enter in right here. Maybe a micro, right? Let's see what a micro would look like. 2 minute. Wow, what do we see right here? This is the first 15 minutes of the new 4-hour candle. This 4-hour candle just closed. Wow. And it closed so bullish. So I'm just going to leave this trade that I have on here. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't hit, I'm okay with losing $400 on our account. And you know what? Let's just go ahead and set this to, what would we need? We would need $525. Yeah. So we'll leave it like this. All right, everyone. Thanks for joining. And I will update you guys tomorrow on how this trade goes, because either our account will be sitting at 106,500 or it will be sitting at 105,500. So we'll see how this trade plays out. Thank you all for joining, and goodbye.